In terms of clinical applications, most of the time you're going to be trying to identify phonological processes, like we did in the last example with sip becoming tip. In this chapter, however, your book is going to ask you to apply a phonological process as part of your learning. And I wanted to also take you through the logic for that. And it is important because as speech therapists, you do start to be able to predict what your clients will say because you know what their patterns are. Even phonological disordered individuals have patterns to their speech. One of my mentors, the former head of the CSE department at the IHP, Greg Loff, Dr. Loff used to always say, find the order in the disorder, meaning look for their underlying pattern, and that's really important. So let me just quickly give you an example of what that could look like. So if you were given the word pig and told to apply the phonological process of prevocalic voicing, what would you get? So prevocalic voicing means that the consonant that is prevocalic before the vowel becomes voiced. This is important. You can't just pick any voiced consonant. That's not how that works. So what happens is we started with p, which is a voiceless bilabial stop. And we're going to apply voicing. So that means you're going to end up with a voiced bilabial stop. And there's only one of those in English, and that's b. So pig would be pronounced as big. So that's the process. Later on, we're going to do this in a very sort of simple way at this level. Later on, you'll look for patterns and then you'll explore the speech sample to look to see if it applies at the beginning of the word, in the middle, at the end, what other things impact the person's speech. And it becomes fun because it's sort of like detective work in trying to figure out what their patterns are and trying to help remediate them. So anyway, I hope this helps. Good luck. This week is one of my favorites. It's very much rooted in clinical applications. So as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.